Today on the podcast, we are talking about some really interesting AI news out of Salesforce, a fairly big player in the AI space since this whole big AI boom happened at the beginning of this year. We're going to be talking about some major announcements they have made at their Dreamforce conference in relation to Einstein and what they've been doing over there. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. The big headline here is that a couple days ago at the Dreamforce customer conference in San Francisco, Salesforce unveiled its latest addition to the Einstein product line. So they unveiled Einstein Copilot Studio. So this is aimed at enriching the user experience. And this new offering allows companies to customize the capabilities of Salesforce's Einstein GPT and Einstein Copilot. And this is essentially set to better fit their unique business needs. So Einstein Copilot Studios is comprised of three key components: the prompt builder, the skills builder, and the model builder. So Clara C., who is the CEO of Salesforce AI, elaborated on these elements, stating, quote, "The first piece is the prompt builder, designed for customers eager to tailor the prompt templates featured in Einstein GPT. This customization enables businesses to add their own unique prompts related to their products, brands, or particular market needs that the base offering might not cover." End quote. So not really stopping at customization, the skills builder takes functionality a step further on all of this. And essentially what it's doing is it is enabling companies to add specific actions to prompts. So C explains that the skills builder, Einstein Copilot, really kind of transcends mere data retrieval and Q&A functionalities. Businesses can now control and designate the specific workflows Einstein Copilot can access and execute. So examples include, running competitor analysis or handling objections, features that make the tool, I think, a lot more responsive to the needs of a very dynamic business environment, which is what we're seeing today. So the third thing that they have added here and announced is the model builder. So this offers a level of customization that large enterprises with in-house data science teams are going to find really attractive, right? Because not all companies are just these, medium-sized businesses that don't have the resources, right? There's a lot of really large companies that are using Salesforce, getting a lot of value out of it, and they may have their own in-house data science teams. So though businesses in, those situations can integrate their own models or utilize supported third-party offerings from Anthropic, Cohere, Databricks, Google Cloud's Vertex AI, and OpenAI. So according to C, this is an extension of the, quote, bring your own model concept that Salesforce introduced earlier this year. And Brent Leary, who is the founder and principal analysis at CRM Essentials, really says that this, he calls this, right, the integrated approach of Einstein Copilot Studios, and says, quote, "The power of Studio is it's the place where all the components are accessible from across the Salesforce platform, which is a major part of simplifying prompt and skills creation for admins that address real-world use cases specific to organizational needs." So that was Brent Leary that said that. But Salesforce is not, obviously blind to the challenges of implementing AI. I think particularly large language models that can sometimes produce results that are inaccurate or, inappropriate. And to mitigate these risks, Salesforce is developing the Einstein Trust Layer. This is really interesting, and I've seen similar offerings, third-party offerings, at the number of different companies are doing. Specifically, when I was at the AI4 conference, I saw a number of different companies that were building these unique trust layers that kind of sat between, you can imagine, ChatGPT and the end user response, where essentially it's looking at the response ChatGPT is giving. It's like a middle layer, and it's making sure it's accurate, it's safe, it's not giving away any personal data that it's not supposed to, it's not saying anything it's not supposed to, right? And of course, ChatGPT and OpenAI, they build in their own trust and safety layers and protections, but those don't always catch everything that companies are concerned about and enterprises are concerned about. And so this appears to be the same approach that Salesforce is taking. And essentially this, from Salesforce, their Einstein Trust Layer, is designed to help companies manage security, governance, and data privacy. So utilizing cloud data, initially introduced as Genie at last year's Dreamforce, Salesforce aims to enhance the accuracy of answers provided by the AI. So moreover, Einstein Copilot Studio allows for turnable responses. So depending on the risk associated with a given question, companies can decide whether to automate a response or involve human oversight, right? I think this is a really good play, because sometimes, what the model might think is risky or needs to be looked at on the trust layer, it really isn't that confidential, or maybe it's the CEO or the head of a department that has the access to that information. And so I think it's a great opportunity for them to, you can have this automated, or you can have this involve human oversight to decide if it really needs to be audited. So C kind of points out for, lower cost or lower stake queries, like, the cost of a wire transfer, something like that could, full automation definitely would be fine for those types of questions. However, for tasks involving, significant financial transfers, human intervention, and, a lot of different areas, human intervention would probably be wise. So I think despite concerns that AI adoption could lead to job losses, C sees a silver lining and says, I think it's a big moment in time, and there will certainly be impact to certain jobs, and there will also certainly be new jobs that are being created, such as the prompt engineer. So that's what, that was the full quote she said. But I think Einstein Copilot is really set to enter a pilot phase this fall, with the Einstein Trust Layer to be made generally available across the Einstein platform in the coming months. So exact launch dates were not specified by Salesforce, but I think this is a really interesting roadmap. We know what they're coming out with and what they're working on. And so we have a lot to look forward to coming out of their platform in the coming months and year.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast, where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.